Right, so I just got this Porsche 911 vintage Targa or Turbo Lego set model, and I'm super excited. Just going on vacation with a few friends recently opened me up to a world of puzzles, and I just remembered 15, 20 years ago, I just freaking loved building so many Legos, Star Wars Legos, multi-thousand piece Legos, figuring things out. And just kind of it got me thinking about a lot of different things and thinking about the phase of life that I'm at, and kind of like this merging between systems, like something very, very systematic, and play, and how I feel like the two of those things together are actually, they're inseparable, systems and play. And especially for adults, I think it's how play and how magic is going to unfold more and more in my life. Is I'm thinking about how to systematize joy, thinking about how to also, obviously leave room for the spontaneous, but the spontaneous can only become regular when there's actually room for it. And thinking about the phase of business that I'm in. I worked really hard scaling a wellness business for many years. Obviously I spent my time as a monk in the monasteries, and for about 3 or 4 years with no money to my name, and then started my own wellness and holistic company, doing body work and massage all over New York City, and then started doing holistic education for large-scale training programs all over the world, and then started coaching people and how to also grow their holistic missions. I was seeing such a huge gap in the business coaching space for actually understanding the depth of and the importance of the transformation missions that so many people out there are building, like beautiful healers, beautiful coaches, beautiful spiritualists that really just lacked the know-how, the mindset around money, around marketing, around sales, around systems, around teams, around processes, and just nerded out about that for the past, really in a deep way, the past 4 years or so. Spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaching, and I think close to $1 million of ad spend at this point for our program, and building a team of 12, 13 people that we have now actually. And why all this is coming up for me and just thinking about Legos, systems, play, is because there's like a rigid structure to what I'm building right now. And it kind of teaches like the fundamentals and like shows what's possible, like something really beautiful like this car. That's like such a cool model, right? Hopefully you can see that. It's such a cool model vehicle. And it kind of like shows me what's possible through giving like this rigid step-by-step instruction for me to replicate. But then there's also just like the wild play, with all these pieces that could happen with myself or, in a child. And let's see where these pieces are. And I'm thinking, like, to the extent I've actually gained mastery by replicating, then I can have a freedom to play with the pieces and actually build what I want. But if I'm just going to have a bunch of random pieces and it be expected to have mastery over the pieces and a mastery over a vision, I'm probably going to struggle to build anything substantial. And so the systematic, very logical, stepwise way of building this is helping me build those frameworks and kind of reliability and mastery over putting these pieces together. But then, the creativity and the vision component, that's something that's not lacking in most holistic entrepreneurs. A lot of people that have that artist energy, that creative energy, that's not a problem for them. Man, I didn't set myself up for the lighting to be right. I thought it looked really cool with this blue light, but it's actually making me colorblind. It's actually making me colorblind to the pieces here. Where are they? Okay, I thought it was a cool idea, Yamuna, but here we go. Here we go. Now we're on track. And so, yeah, I feel like so many people, they're amazing at what they do with healing, transformation, spiritual work. But because they haven't really taken that time to gain this kind of mastery over like the very masculine, logical kind of systems and processes, then they don't experience the level of freedom that they want. And if you just want freedom all the time, then you'll have it none of the time. But if you are willing to be a little bit like quote unquote like less free for a season of life and really gain mastery, then you can build something so beautiful. We've seen so many people do that, go from $0 to $60,000 a month, and beyond the money, just feel like they have a competency in themselves to generate time freedom, financial freedom, be able to support their families, be able to create really beautiful impact on their clients. And that for me is freedom. And not just having a one-size-fits-all business that scales for the sake of money, but really so much of the work that I've been doing with my mastermind clients these days is how can we build the product, the program, the business, the team, etc., that is just for you, meaning perfectly a fit for where you're at in your life, and actually develop ways of thinking to reflect upon like which parts of my business are no longer a fit for me, which part of my product, ways of speaking, ways of presenting, ways of producing content are no longer a fit for me, right? Because if you just create one static business, that might be representative of who you were 4, 5, 6 years ago. But if that business doesn't grow and you don't understand how to pivot it as you grow as a human, then you're going to outgrow it. You're going to feel resentful. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel uninspired. And you're going to want to just, go to the next thing. But the thing is, going to the next thing might be the answer. But I think for a lot of people, it's not. Like, there's not some sexy thing out there that's going to be way easier and way better for you. It's really, how do I understand how to master founder freedom principles? How do I understand how to set myself up to be in the right seat, have the right people on my team supporting me, have the right client experience that really is a fit for who I am in this stage of my life, and really converge everything around a very dynamic vision. A lot of people, they vision around the financial component of their business. I think that's easy. I think anyone with a little bit of determination can grow their business for the sake of growing their business, and can grow financially for the sake of growing financially. But like, who cares? Honestly, like, I think financial freedom's awesome. Money's awesome. Money's beautiful. It amplifies the values that we hold sacred in our heart. But if we come to resent the business we build in a year, or 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and then we just want to quit it all, and we lose everything that essentially we've built, then it's kind of a shame in a sense. It doesn't always have to be a shame, but sometimes I think it's premature and preventable. But really, what I'm trying to get at here as I build this is the process of really understanding what you want as a founder CEO. Do you want to be a solopreneur? Do you want to have a small team? Do you want to grow a big team? What motivates you? Is it competition with others? Is it competition with yourself? Is it trying to help as many people as possible? Is it trying to build the biggest thing possible? Is it trying to become the number one name in your industry? Is it inspiring hundreds of thousands of people to be in your community and part of your mission? And then, like, what traffic source, right? Like, what style of marketing and advertising is actually going to be something that not only gets you the results you want, but that you, who you are right now as a founder, you are a yes to it. Meaning everybody on the planet is a yes to their vision and their desires and their aspirations, but very few people are simultaneously a yes to their aspirations and desires and a yes to what those desires and aspirations and visions would ask of them. Like, what is the responsibility portion that's connected to the desire and the fruit of your actions, if that makes sense. So when you think about your marketing processes, whether that's cold traffic, cold outreach, warm outreach, content, paid advertising, newsletters, whatever it is, am I a yes to the result? And beyond it, if I'm a yes to the result, is this a match for who I am, the work I'm willing to put in, the teams and systems that I have behind me in my business? And then same thing with your sales processes, with your team, with your delivery of your product. I think imitation of like what other people are doing out there, it's helpful, right? It's like this Lego instruction manual. It helps us get competence and kind of master a certain way of putting things together. But at a certain point, that mastery needs to become internalized and really flow into who we are. Flow from who we are, I should say. Meaning that real mastery isn't just purely imitation of what's working for other people, but real mastery is when you can learn the deeper principles from other entrepreneurs and teachers and healers and change makers out there. But really, you internalize it. How do I really make this mine? Not just imitate big ways of making business happen or cool ways of presenting myself on Instagram that's working for other people, but really have it be a fit for the sort of person I'm becoming, and have a constant pulse on that, and have it be a living, breathing business. And I think that's ultimately what creates longevity, especially for people who care about wellness, care about their own wellness, care about consistently having their business and their life be an authentic expression of their heart's deepest purpose on this planet. It's so freaking important to be able to reflect on these things. So that's honestly what's been on my heart. That's what's been coming up for me in so many conversations with my mastermind clients. And, it's good to have lots of tools. It's good to have lots of pieces. But what are the best pieces for me? What are the best processes for me? What are the best systems for me? And then actually gain mastery. And don't just seek freedom to, by thinking you can negate systems and processes and responsibility and hard work and effort and just experience kind of like a CEO founder freedom. Because that's not the reality. As a founder, you are here to steward many, many people. And that means excellence in every area of your business. And your product is not the only part of your business. Your systems, your teams, your marketing, your sales, your finance, your operations, your tech, that's all an extension, and a beautiful extension, a beautiful expression of the deep work that you do with people's trauma or addictions or body work or whatever. It should feel the same, and it should have the same deep consciousness put into those things if we want to create something truly magical. Or else we'll grow to really love the work that we do with our healing clients, but come to resent the business component of actually growing. And those two are inseparable. And if we don't actually come to love entrepreneurialism as an extension of the healing work that we do, then we're cheating ourselves and we're cheating everybody, because way more people can receive your magic when you actually tap into the reality of your business as an extension of your heart, your business and all of its components as an extension of the healing work. And so that's what I have for you, just a little vent from the heart as I build some Legos. I pray that as I grow my business, I can continue to shed any inauthentic imitation I'm doing of mentors I've had or other people out there in the marketplace, and continue to ask what's real for me, and am I actually living in my deepest place of self-actualization, deepest place of what's true and what's life-giving for me. And Am I acting from a place of service? And is that reflected in all my systems and teams and processes in my business? And so hope this helps. If you liked this video, please comment a little bit. I'd love to share your thoughts, hear your thoughts on this topic, and let me know if you want to see more kind of strange content, strange lighting content like this of me building, and I'll make sure to keep you updated. I've only built a tiny portion of this, but I love the feeling of progress and I love the feeling of mastery. Those things push me forward, and I love merging systems with artistry and love and building beautiful things. So I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, y'all.